gotta make sure the parking brake isn't engaged when you floor it.
Apparently he's just doing donuts around downtown.
Looks like that ambulance is driving the patient, what was that, from a city to a suburb to another state.
You know you got a bad ambulance when they're taking the scenic route. He pulled into a garage and ended up outside. Backing in through the front door, huh?
Yeah, that milkman looked roughed up.
10 days on a life vest, that right?
Yeah.
How'd you keep track of the days?
The sun came up, sun came down, they counted.
Jim Conley was with us.
It's daylight, turn off the flash!
Conway, the playboy?
That's what I said.
Where is he? What happened?
I think he's still on the raft. I don't know.
Come on!
All right, boys, get one right out. We'll get
As Michelle Cheyenne.
Michelle Cheyenne.
Presented by Klitz Massage.
When you need your clits massaged, reach for Klitz Massage.
Morning, Ed.
Morning, Superman.
Good morning.
Have you seen it yet? Tim wrote it. Pretty good story.
Naturally, if Rourke wrote it, it's got to be good.
Well, it started good with Playboy, and then it kind of decreased in quality.
Yes, I did.
There's no pictures.
Personally, he'll have your suits here today for sure.
Good. So you want to call down the drugstore and get me some coffee, please?
Yes. Oh, there's a lady waiting in your office.
Damn it, I was gonna take this back and check out the centerfold.
I'll tell you what, ask her if she'd like some coffee and I'll be right in.
Oh, Mike.
Wow, apparently he has his own Jimmy Olsen.
4 guards for night replacement at Bracken Brothers. Field seems to have the best reference. I told him if he took it on temp, we'd find something permanent for him.
All right, fine, Ed.
Did Consolidated reach you?
Yeah, they're still beefing about the new security.
Beefing about it?
They think it's too.
Wow. Yeah, I guess they need to get more fiber in their diet.
I told them to take it up on them Friday. Don't worry about it.
All right.
No, just the one coffee. Oh, do you want any coffee, Ed?
Just liver,
Conway?
heart meat, and uncooked beef.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Oh, that's all right. I didn't have an appointment.
Won't you sit down?
Thank you.
I'm having trouble with, what's going on with the waviness of this movie? Is he just constantly on the verge of having a flashback?
I don't know if you've seen the morning paper.
That's a visual shorthand to establish that he's an incorporeal being, obviously.
He's a fifth dimensional imp that works a side hustle as a private investigator?
This thing happened all the time in the 50s.
The fifth dimension was going through a recession.
I just scanned the papers, Mrs. Conway. Why don't you fill me in?
Well, I didn't bring my strap on.
Well, excuse me.
Thanks, Liz.
Are you sure I can't get you some coffee, Mrs. Conway? No, thanks.
Mr. Hayes calls. Tell him I took care of that one.
Why doesn't anyone want my coffee?
Mr. Shane, with my husband's death, quite a large sum of money becomes involved.
So you
By
seen
the terms of
anyone?
His uncle's will, he was to come into something between $300,000 and $400,000 on his 30th birthday.
How old was he?
29.
29.999999999.
15th of this month. The schooner sank on the 9th.
Look, he had money and I'm hot.
Well, if it can be proven, Mrs. Conway, that he was alive on the 13th on the raft, then the money would go to you.
But if he died before that date,
Then all the money gets thrown into the ocean. This is the law.
his family,
Raft law.
his mother, and his stepfather.
Where do they live, Mrs. Conway? Here in Miami?
They're elderly and rich. Of course they live in
His
Miami.
mother's really a very nice woman, but
She doesn't deserve the
I don't
money.
know what
Not
kind
as
of
much as
man
I
she
do.
married.
Fuck her.
Do you know what I had to do to that man? Pretty sure Mom didn't do anything that I did.
You think she ever got down and did a Baghdad trombone? Uh-uh.
Yes, Tom Radford. He claims he's a lawyer.
Only once, he told
Mrs.
me.
Conway, why haven't you gone to the police?
But I did it multiple times, damn it.
I'm a hero.
Well, if I understand you, Mrs. Conway, you'd like to retain me to keep an eye on the 2 seamen.
Hey, look, Stormvale Castle in the background.
Mr. Radford murdered Jim by arranging for the schooner to sink.
Any
What
proof?
did he pay
Or...
for it?
All right, Mrs. Conway. My fee is $100 a day. If you leave a retainer with my secretary,
If I leave the retainer with her, how can I wear it overnight?
You sleep in the office.
School teacher.
Coffee? Coffee? Anyone? Ashtray to the face.
I've been supporting Jim and myself. We didn't mind being broke. We were waiting for the day when...
That's all right, Miss Conway. Don't forget about the retainer.
Forget about the retainer. Your teeth are going to get all wonky.
And don't worry about the retainer. It's probably in the cafeteria lunch pail.
A friend of mine covered the story. Perhaps there's something he has that he hasn't printed.
Oh, of course.
Rourke, please. At home? Thanks.
I don't know how to thank you, Mr. Shane.
Zip.
Blowjob.
Mrs. Conway,
Obviously.
the retainer,
It's the 1950s. I can say this.
but not my fee.
I understand.
You can repay me by paying me with money.
Died on the raft. Do you have anything else on that story that you haven't printed?
Every last detail. Almost hour by hour.
How long was the interview with that milkman?
Quote from it.
You have the diary there now?
Have people become less hairy over the last 70 years?
I think so.
One of the seamen on the raft kept a diary. Would prove the exact date of your husband's death.
I didn't know they made pencils that small.
Tim! Tim! Wait here, I'll be back. Listen, stay near the phone.
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Brooks. Consolidated account is still up in the air.
It figured.
Meanwhile, on the set of Friends,
More semen jokes.
Yeah. Plug me with something. Yeah, that's right. The diary's missing. Whoever it was, that's what he was after.
the diarrhea?
Ugh.
Huh?
No, diarrhea,
That
you idiot.
It's worth 3
Oh my
columns each.
god.
Unbelievable.
I'm talking.
I got a concussion. I don't have time for your diarrhea shit.
No, I haven't had time to call the police yet. It just happened. Anyway, Michael Shane is here now.
Jesus Christ!
Flattering, I'm sure.
Anyway, fuck you.
Oh, my
Click.
boss sure hates private detectives.
I thought you'd be dead by now.
Disappointed?
About the diary being stolen? Yes.
That makes 2 of us, buddy. Oh, just leave a dime beside the telephone.
Lucy, I'm over at Tim's place.
Yeah, sweaty as
No,
usual.
it's fine.
Yep, lazy asshole, laying on his couch.
I don't know. The seashell will be all right. Tell him I'll meet them there. And you get on over to that hospital and find out everything you can about the 2 seamen who were taken off the raft this morning.
Wait, there's 2 of them now?
Bye.
They're multiplying.
Order her around.
It's gonna be hard to, narrow down 2 out of millions.
How did they just fire out 2 seamen?
How'd the guy who broke in here know you'd be home? Second, how'd he know where you lived? Easy.
I'm listed in the phone book. Clever? Oh, hello, Alice. It's me again.
Say, did my butt anesthetic come in?
Well, it has, but the diapers haven't yet.
That was me.
Yeah, this is a new couch. Guess I'm
Woman
gonna have
of
to
our
suck it
code.
up.
Okay, that's not good. Did one of my spare couches come then?
Ordered a 6-pack.
Thanks, Alice.
How do you know the diary was here?
Maybe Alice can tell.
What is your deal, guy?
Where are you going?
Away!
To see Alice.
You know what? We've only seen 2 men and no raft. And we're almost a third through this.
Oh.
False advertising.
Every time they lure you in with a tale of a raft and 3 men, it's all lies.
Lies and no rafts.
Well, I'm not going to take it anymore.
Not a third guy. How can you shish kebab one of them if you don't have 2 other on both ends?
Huh?
Ah!
Yes? I wonder if I could have a word with you.
No.
I'm representing Mrs. Ann Conway.
I want no part of you or her. Now just leave us alone.
They beat him without masks on. Now he's got corona.
Mr. Radford.
My wife's sick. Right now she's grieving over the death of her son.
My
Sorry, Mr.
wife
Radford,
is
but
grieving.
owning the boy
Why aren't
is
you
beyond the
grieving?
means of the money, which is his birthday.
Fuck him!
The wife wouldn't be entitled to any of the money.
I've asked you to leave.
No.
And the, beef-
So if you would kindly assume the
There
position.
is mine.
I'll put on the iron-toed boots.
Diary kept
As
my wife
you
Radford
can
along
see,
with
they
David
are
Robb.
barbed and spiked. The boot goes in, but only my foot comes out.
I'm only protecting my right to privacy.
I'll see you in the parking lot later.
To violate, and I know my rights.
Guns, free speech, and Obama Trump. What?
All right, Mr. Radford.
But I'll be back, and I'm going to give you a tombstone pile driver.
Tombstone pile driver. Is that when you take like an urn and fist it up someone's beehole?
Does that sound right?
That's why I'm fucking
I'll make
asking.
the
Don't.
first call again. He'd like to make the Friday meeting at the plant if it's okay with you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Well, I better get back to the office or maybe some calls.
What about your lunch?
I'm on a diet.
I'm on a cigarette diet.
Cigarette, booze, and friendly conversation.
Bye, Mrs. Conley.
I'll get back to the office.
Anything wrong, Mr. Shane?
Loads.
Ask your assistant.
I suffer from crippling anxiety and depression.
Conway, it's been stolen.
Can you help me?
Stop by.
Will you be my new mother? I never had a mother. Or friends.
Sorry I'm late.
Who are you?
Anything at the hospital?
Yes, one of the seamen died.
All but one.
He's the one who kept the diary. How'd he die?
They didn't reach
don't
the
know
egg
yet.
in
He
time.
was in a pretty bad way when they took him off the raft. They think he died of natural causes, but there'll be an autopsy.
What about the other one?
A man named Turner. Now, he was all right, so he was released the first thing this morning.
Did you get an address on him?
No, he got hit by a
His
cement
hospital business
mixer.
card. He gave a hotel, the Hotel Sherman, room 202.
Hotel Sherman.
Sherman Hotel, that's downtown.
In the Sherman district.
He's the only one left alive. Whoever has the diary will try to get to him next.
All right, while I'm gone, you two make out or oil wrestle or whatever.
How many people are involved in murdering this poor bastard? Optometrist.
He's in the sleazy optometry district. Right across the street from 24-hour optometry. Live nude optometrists.
And I stopped going there when I went to reception and I saw take a eyeball, leave an eyeball tray.
Blaze is a real dive.
God. Am I fucking up another crime scene?
Mr. Robinson, are you trying to seduce me?
Don't touch it. Clit's massage.
Okay.
I don't know, Shane. I just don't know. This whole town all put together doesn't give me the trouble you do.
Wow.
Even the
Sounds like you have an easy job.
He wants to know why it is. Every time we have trouble, we find you standing right in the middle of it. Now look, Shane.
I kill a lot of people. What do you want?
Gentry, I never touch a body and I never disturb a room. I go by all the rules.
Literally the first thing you did was touch the body.
Law-abiding citizen should in reporting a crime. All right.
He says jamming a pencil into the wall.
Connection between this and Tim Rourke getting slugged on the head, but I do.
Who wrote on this last? The Hulk?
Look, Shane. Miami has a pretty good police force. Now, we appreciate your cooperation, but we don't need your help.
That's so deep, it looks like you could read it on the last page.
Yeah, it's still totally there. All right, Palm Tree. I know that you know what's going on, and you're gonna spill your guts.
You found me, fuck it, boys. Goddamn ints.
Listen, Palm Tree, you play ball. I might have a clue on where the Entwives are. Hmm?
This used to be a good town until those damn dirty ints moved in. Pooh.
I've got it, Sarah. I asked you to stay away from us.
Sorry to bother you, Mr. Radford.
But I live here now.
I wonder if you could...
Where's the shitter?
I've nothing to explain.
Your name and address was found in the hotel room of a dead man.
Get out of my house, you int racist.
Oh, I see. You have the diary now, so you don't care about the other seamen.
Look, I've only cared about one seaman my entire life. My son, Brent. He'd better be in the Navy, right? No, he's the one seaman that turned into a kid. All the others are wadded up or in my wife's stomach.
Survival of the fittest, right?
Sure you did. You know something? He got so upset he went back to his hotel room, tore it apart, and killed himself.
You didn't make someone else kill themselves, did you?
No, nothing. Everything's fine.
She's been through enough for one day. Sarah?
Woo, Sarah's not a looker.
Shane, my wife. Sarah.
Are you the young man my husband's trying to get to kill himself?
Sarah, Mr. Shane is a private investigator.
I'm not sure who was
I don't understand.
the unfortunate one in this pairing.
What are you investigating?
My guess is that one of them cloned themselves, and that one's in drag.
The inheritance?
Sarah.
She's nestling into his jowls.
Get in there deep.
Can I not be a part of
You
this?
have something against Mrs. Conway?
Well, for one thing, her profession.
Please give me my hand back.
She carried a stigma?
I need to lob it off immediately.
Anne? A school teacher?
Wait, what? Is she sobbing it off? She's taking a lap or two? John?
Anne is a teacher, Mr. Shane. She holds her classes in a waterfront saloon.
Are we talking
Nope,
about-
no context
We're
here.
talking about a barmaid in a gin mill.
Does gin really need to be milled? It's already a liquid.
God, watching all these public domain movies, every once in a while, I was like, am I getting dementia?
Do you have any idea what caused that schooner to sink?
Probably the water.
She wasn't seaworthy. Never should have left the dock. Jim was warned about that boat. Rusty, corroded, barnacle-laden. She hadn't been at sea in over 2 years.
What she needed was a good cocking. Seal up all those holes.
And those were serious barnacles. I mean, they were eating through the steel.
Rumor has it that they were carnivorous.
They were the size of baseballs. It'd be like something you'd find in Elden Ring.
Down.
I
No
have
right
to
to-
apologize.
The Bibble? What in God's name is a Bibble?
The Bibble, too. This time he's not crucifixing around.
Where's the diary?
Ooh, sounds naughty.
I never had it.
You trying to tell me all you carry around in this briefcase are a couple of outdated books?
Sometimes there are donuts.
Sometimes I feel it with my excrement on the bus when I can't hold it.
On those days, I'm glad I bring a backup bag, too.
Yes. Yes, that's all.
Yeah, it's all.
I guess I'm a little outdated myself.
I expired 3 days ago.
I don't get many clients anymore.
Yeah, you're old as shit.
Get off my planet, geezer.
And well, it always seemed to me.
The world belongs to men in their prime, men in their early 50s, I'm guessing.
And then he humanely dispatches him with a power bomb through the window.
Defying the laws of physics.
What?
I thought power bombs were like straight down.
No. You can get some arc on him.
But you've got it crammed with papers. But you're on your way to court.
Oh, this is good news.
To know it was
Yeah.
I'm not accidentally learning things about wrestling through some sort of weird nerd osmosis with you.
It would be awful if they knew. Even Sarah doesn't know.
Sir, would you please
That's
undock
why
with
I
me?
carry books in it to make it look fat.
I do the same with my underwear.
Got a dictionary in there right now.
It terrifies and confuses my partners.
They say, is there a bookmark in your dong?
And I'd say, don't look, shut up! Ah!
And then I throw the dictionary at him and run away.
About this.
Flawless dismount.
I said I would apologize if I had to.
What happened to your
There
pants?
aren't any words.
Like, it's okay. Everyone's at least a little bit of a furry.
He says, knowing that that's not nearly true.
You haven't seen Roxanne from a Goofy movie?
No.
Gadget from Rescue Rangers?
No.
Mrs. Conway.
All right, John just hasn't been exposed to the good stuff.
Thanks.
They've been in there for 12 hours.
Stewing with this morning's shame.
I locked it, so it's probably quite a mess in there.
Pressure's probably building up. You might want to step back a few feet and point it away from you like you're opening a thing of yogurt.
I'd like to call off the investigation. This is only going to bring grief to more people. Maybe
I love grief. What are you talking about? Let's get it going.
I've got news for you, Mrs. Conway. You've already brought grief to me.
I live off grief. This is a warm
Oh, it
Coke.
isn't?
No, really.
Why'd you send your husband to Havana?
What?
In a leaky boat that didn't have a chance?
Well, who told you that?
The briefcase genie.
Duh!
You guessed
The only
wrong.
things got fouled up. You figured to send him on his birthday or a day after. But he jumped the gun by a week or so.
I don't think we have any more to talk about.
The
Tombstone!
diary, Mrs. Conway?
Who said
Who'd
that
you
I
get
had-
to steal it?
Who said I had the diarrhea?
I don't like people who try to make a fool of me. I don't like you.
You wouldn't like me not liking people that try to make him. I'm the Hulk!
You found out that Dobbs had given Rourke the diary before he died.
I had a right to that diary.
I had a left to that diary.
Somebody who owed me a favor.
Who?
So you can call
Steely
the police
Sticky
and have him
Fingers?
charged with assault because he had to get rough with Mr. Rourke?
Yes.
Obviously.
What are you talking about?
Turner. The other seaman, he's dead.
Well, how does it happen I talked to Turner less than an hour ago?
He died 45 minutes ago.
Called me to meet him tonight.
The seaman?
You mean Turner's in the market to
You
sell
meet a lot of
testimony
seamen
as
at night?
The exact date of your husband's death.
Are they big enough to do that?
It doesn't matter which.
If you get enough of
But you
it.
see, now that I have the diary,
Some sort of globulous blob monster comprised of semen.
The word you're looking for, globular?
You know what?
Globulous
happened when
isn't the
French told that
word?
to Turner?
I don't
Half-frenzied
think
man
so,
for
but
just
I
10
like
days
it.
On an open life raft under the hot blistering sun, he blew his top. He saw his chance at getting his hands on a small fortune slipping through his fingers. So he tried to get your friend to tell him where the diary was.
Oh, yeah, that's going to slip through your fingers.
It's
You
in
bet.
the locker in the train depot, and I have the only key.
Turner didn't know that. So he started to work your friend over, only he overdid it.
He overdid it. He wanted a medium, and he came back with a patty that was medium
I thought it
well.
was Turner's
So he
body on
popped
the
his
floor.
head off with a corkscrew,
Maxwell.
Filled his body with candy,
There's one thing you forgot.
tobogganed him down the largest flight of stairs we could find.
burned the place down, and then ate him on the sidewalk.
And all the
Started
confusion
fishing
this morning
fistfuls of
was
candy out of his
the
orifices.
exact date of your husband's death. It was the 12th, Mrs. Conway. The day
It's a
before
fun
his
word.
birthday.
Globulous.
The diary's no good to you.
You're lying to me.
Maybe. I don't know.
I wasn't listening.
No, I don't think you are.
So you haven't killed anybody, Mrs. Conway. At least not that I can prove.
Yet.
And with Pete Maxwell dead, it can't...
Mind help me with that?
You instigated the robbery.
You go to jail, I get a promotion. Win-win.
So why don't you just get out of here?
Legally, right now, I can only give you 20% of the electric chair.
You're going to be begging for 100% after 5 minutes.
Yes, do you want me, Mike?
Take a lesson from me, Ed. Before you accept a client, check on them.
I don't follow you.
Follow her.
Funny thing is, that's my usual pickup line.
She's in there.
Hello?
Yeah.
Docking! Docking!
Docking at the dock.
Docking at the dock. Plop, 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 plop. Plop, 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 plop. Docking in the dock.
Who's he?
Turner.
Man, docking at that angle, it's gotta hurt.
Not if you're packing a right angle.
Nearest place, block and a half down.
Beat it back and call the police with.
Right.
Ah!
I'm through playing. We're gonna do business or not?
I told you we were.
What about the diary?
I'll destroy it.
Shouldn't you have done that, like, step
Got a
one?
murder hanging over me now. I testify for you, then hang for killing Maxwell.
That works for me.
Well, I've thought of that. I'll tell them that he went to your room to kill you. You were just defending yourself.
You think they'll believe it?
Sure.
You got that, Patsy? I mean, Bob. Let's
Oh, gee whiz, you're so smart.
Let's go somewhere else.
What's the matter with here?
What's the matter with here?
Besides, you may have
In
been
this
followed.
shady deck house on the pier?
Take the woman! Ah! Whoop, 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 whoop.
Whoa!
Wow.
Yeah, this guy's a bad shot.
Judo toss. That wasn't even like... It was just a guy in a suit. He wasn't wearing like a police uniform. He steps out the door, sees one guy in a suit, hucks the woman over, and just starts firing.
So his fight or flight response is just huck nearest woman at sound.
You all right, Mike?
It's the us. Cheese it.
Yeah, I'm all right.
I have no idea how to check a pulse. Hey, now we haven't even seen this clip massage yet.
Okay, I don't want to see a clip massage in this
Diary, Mr.
situation.
Radford. It's going to mean a lot.
Black screen, and no audio either.
Shane.
I'm afraid I owe your husband an apology.
Not gonna give it to him, though.
After bringing us that, and all that it will mean to us.
You owe me a beach.
Right.
And not a half-assed one.
Please.
All the way down.
To completion. And you're gonna swallow.
Get the balls in there, too.
Will you come and see us?
Oh, God, no.
It'll be my pleasure. Thank you.
Get that tongue out, too, while you're down there and work the taint.
Working the taint for America.
Working 9 to 5 on that old man taint, 'cause it's my job.
Gonna get down me. Gonna tickle it nice. Pull him by the short and curlies. He won't put up a fight. Gonna get old man taint all over my chin as I get that old man dick as far as I can. And
Our credit song of Old Man Taint.
old man taint and old man fellatio. Boo! Sing more about the taint.
Hey, how about you just head back to your show, mister?
Hi there.
Uh-oh.
My name is Mark Stevens.
No, what are you going to try to hawk us, Mock Stevens?
I do not want to buy a vacuum or beef or whatever it is. So just turn around and go back into your office. And button that top button of your sweater, you libertine pervert.
Because it would be anticlimactic after what you've seen. I think the picture
It was not.
self-explanatory.
It was bad.
Maybe add to that a little bit.
You should be ashamed, Mark or Michelle or
Would be overall.
Whatever your name
My
is.
secretary, who's a very warm,
Clit.
vivacious American girl.
We like the clit parts. Don't really understand how it worked in the plot overall, but those were brief highlights.
Harassed, but a very nice guy. And then, of course, my assistant in the office, and out, Ed.
I can't tell if he's wearing a third shirt under that button down or if it's chest hair.
Our desire, and I think
Yeah,
we've come pretty close to it.
It's kind of hard to tell. It's got such a clean line to it.
Yeah, I know.
Series.
Let us know down in the comments what you think. If I was going to put my money down, I'd say chest hair.
Probably, but it's just so well trimmed. It seems
Yeah, it is.
odd. Maybe he's just wearing a dark gauzy shirt.
Looks like a human head is popping out of an ape's body.
Character and the man who wrote Michael Shane, Brett Halliday. These are his books. He first wrote the character of Michael Shane in 1935.
Take me down, Jeebus!
39. That was 4 years later. Since then,
Thought we'd end our crime caper with a little publication history. We would watch other TV episodes and think, gosh, why didn't they talk at length about the copyright details in the credits? That's what people come for.
following. And Brett Halliday is considered one of the foremost, if not the foremost, mystery writer today.
Go away! Die!
Sums up Michael Shane. I hope you like the film,
No.
the character, and we think it has great possibilities. So, I guess that's it. Thanks.
Thank you for shutting the fuck up.
The end. Everyone out.
Yeah, you heard him. You heard him!
I'm around ye.
Through early morning fog I see the visions of the thing to be, the pains that always held for me. I realize and still I see that suicide is Randy.
Still kind of doing it.
Randy.
Ah! Is that Django?
Yeah, I just couldn't remember the one. Randy.